jar, nigga. Shop with me, I supply pressure. Bitch, I'm in it like Curt Hennig. Try to test, that's when I flex it. Got my foot on your neck, nigga. You know I apply pressure. I'ma get my respect. Cause if not, I apply pressure. Got the gas in the jar, nigga. Shop with me, I supply pressure. Bitch, I'm in it like Curt Hennig. Try to test, that's when I flex it.
Hey, Curt Hennig fans, hello. Welcome to another episode of Nobody Beats Curt Hennig, Nobody. Oh, wow. I just can't say how much I have really enjoyed everyone saying, please get well, because today on our Perfect Podcast, we're going to watch along to Curt's match with Lance Allan, who was a jobber, I'm sure. Don't know. I really haven't seen much of Lance Allan outside of this one episode with him in it. But it's a good match nonetheless, and I love Curt Singlet. So let's move on to. I just want to give my deepest condolences to Jim Cornette and his wife Stacy. Lost their puppy dog. As someone who loves cats and dogs, I'm very, very sorry to hear this. And no, you'll never find a replacement for Harley Quinn, but know that she is around you, and she's there to comfort you because her passing was all of a sudden. And know that she loved you very much. And for anyone who's lost a pet, you guys know how, they feel. I saw it on X. If you can, just drop them a line and tell them how sorry you are and give them your condolences because they're going through a rough patch right now. Harley Quinn was pretty much Jim Cornette's baby, child, everything, his fur baby. And right now I'm sure he's really broken up about it. So, when my cats go, I'm going to be very upset. It's going to take a long time for me to get over that because I love my fur babies as well. And most of them are very, very spoiled. So, and I'm sure Harley Quinn was very spoiled. So, but if you could just reach out to him on X, and we are recording this as of the 13th. I wanted to get to it, right to it, because I've been skipping a lot of stuff because I was better last week. And then all of a sudden, whatever sickness I had came back tenfold. And I'm not sure how that happens. So I'm trying to, keep myself pretty much away from people who are sick and trying to recover also myself. Again, it just seems like whatever goes in this household, it literally comes around again. So I don't know if I passed it on to my dad or my son and they passed it right back, or I'm not really sure what happened, but I just know that I didn't upload my other episode 72. So this will be in the future. So when you're hearing this, I actually didn't upload to YouTube until the date of this episode. So the 13th is when I uploaded my episode 72. I do apologize to YouTube, unfortunately. And a lot of people were saying, it's okay, get well soon, drink tea. I just want to say thank you so much for also reaching out to me and making me feel that I didn't plan on getting sick, didn't want to get sick because, I've been trying to not call off work. I just can't afford to do that. And, I broke down and went to the doctors, and all of a sudden, what they gave me, it didn't do anything. It actually made it worse. So, when I break down and finally go to the doctors, usually nothing happens, or they make the sickness worse. So, I'm back to over-the-counter medicine and tea and anything else that will make me feel better. You can still hear it in my voice a little bit, but I've been trying to, get over this sickness that, like I said, came back full blown, and I didn't expect that. I don't know if I overdid it, like if I pushed myself too much. Now, I did a show last week. We did this show last week, and then I did a show. I did Snow Himbo show, and I think I pushed myself a little too much. And so I ended up like sleeping the whole Friday because I just wasn't feeling very well. And then I ended up not going to work on Saturday because it came back full blown, tenfold. So, so they say it goes around and it goes around again. So, that was so not fun. I didn't find it fun at all, but, so here we are back again. We are going to talk about, some more matches. And then of course we're going to do the match with, Lance Allan, who was a jobber. And like I said, never really saw him around very much, maybe for a couple of weeks, if that. A lot of these jobber guys didn't stay around, but, the thing was that the jobbers were supposed to, they're supposed to get over the main stars. And of course, Curt was main star. So, he was the superstar. And I guess Lance does do a good job of putting Curt over. I think, he kind of rubs his face in it, which, hey, I mean, that's just Curt, He was good. He was a good worker too. He would get people over, which he did in 2002. A lot of that younger talent had to go over. So what did he do? He put them over. So in a sense, Curt became a jobber, so to speak, in 2002. So also, we are here to also remember him, on the 10th of February. Would have been 22 years since his passing. That was not a very good day for me because not only was I really, really sick, but also I had a lot of things going on my plate, and it seemed like it all came crashing down, But we want to remember him for how he was, and I actually wanted to show something I had seen. It was Baron von Raschke talks about Curt and how witty he was. So I want to actually go on a 5-minute break and bring that up so that we can show that. And then we'll go on to the rest of the show. So I'm going to take a 5-minute break and get that up for you guys, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Okay. Hello again. So yeah, I had to try to find this real fast. Here we go. All right. This is Baron von Raschke on Curt Hennig.
What are your early memories of young Curt Hennig?
Good kid, funny guy. Just he laughed at all my jokes and all my. I had him fooled from the beginning. Anyway.
Oh.
I love Curt. I love Curt.
Big River.
Huh?
Big River. He became a big river.
Oh, he was. He didn't become one. He was one. He was a river in high school. We would go to wrestling and dressing rooms in high school and stuff, and he'd go and take everybody's lock off the lockers. I mean, he had that. He could do that. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And then he'd lock them all together, and so the kids going to school next day wouldn't find it. Be able to find their lock. He was nuts, but he was fun. He was a lot of fun.
What are your memories about?
All right. So I just wanted to show that part of it. We're not going to go into too much detail there, or I'm probably going to start bawling. Because on those days where we remember Curt, I literally just will start bawling because it's, he was my hero, guys. And, he's the reason why I wanted to be in wrestling. And then, now that he's passed, I think that there's a lot of stuff missing there, a lot of, let's just say it wasn't a fun day on the 10th. but I want to thank everyone for, giving, commemoration to him on X. That was a big one for me. So, all right, let's go into a match here. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you something. I don't like Ric Flair at all, but I do like Kerry Von Erich. So, Kerry was okay. So, wow, this is really long. I think we'll watch some of this, maybe not all of it. So, yeah, because it's like 44 minutes long. And we wouldn't get to any other matches. Let's put it that way. So, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, you can see the screen here. So this is a little hard to see, but it's okay. So this is Kerry Von Erich and Ric Flair from Polynesian Pro Wrestling in 1985. And like I said, this is 44 minutes long, so we're not going to watch all of it. We will watch some of it. So go ahead.
With the world champion Ric Flair against the #1 contender Kerry Von Erich. There's Miss Leah Maivia, the First Lady of Wrestling.
Wowee.
Wrestler a lay, which is a custom in Hawaii. You must be laid with beautiful flowers and a kiss from the lady. She would recall a world championship match on television anywhere in the world, Dunbar.
Now this is up as far as it can go, so if you can't hear it, please turn up as much as you can.
It's a 1 hour time limit, one fall match for the National Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Championship and the belt and all the prestige, glory, and money that goes with it. Currently being held by Nature Boy Ric Flair, who is sporting a sequined ring robe. There he is.
I'm not impressed.
Tonight, but then again, he's seen him for him and against him, and he's still the champion. It makes no difference to Ric Flair. He is the National Wrestling Alliance champion, the #1.
Sorry, but Ric Flair never impressed me, really.
There he is, the man who holds the 10 pounds of gold around his waist. And the challenger, the #1 contender tonight, is going to be, okay, wrestling fans around the world. Dunbar Walkiam and Ripper Collins with you at ringside. And this NWA Championship match is about ready to get underway. There's our referee from the NWA, Steve Ricard from New Zealand. And he held up the 10 pounds of gold, that World Championship belt.
It's not really 10 pounds, really.
We're just about
10 pounds?
A very confident-looking Kerry Von Erich there. And he's going for the gold against Ric Flair. This is going to be a Donnybrook, I tell you.
Come on, Kerry.
It's going to be one of the best matches we're going to see in a long, long time. The 1 and 2 wrestler in the world today, Ric Flair, your champion, and the second-generation wrestler, Kerry Von Erich.
Now, wait a minute. That's not true. Kurt was also second generation. Ric Flair wasn't that good. You've seen one Ric Flair match, you've seen them all.
As powerful as Kerry Von Erich. Look at that man. Well, he's built like a Greek statue. I understand he spends about 6 hours a day when he can in a gymnasium pumping iron, and then he jogs, rides horses, and just does everything that he can keep going. He is really...
Well, I didn't know Kerry rode horses. Huh.
He knows his wrestling.
Get out. Huh.
Who was one of the...
No, I think that's cool. I think that's cool that he could ride horses.
Kerry Von Erich now with a very, very tight head scissors. Ric Flair managed to
Chop,
get
chop.
out of it, reverse the hold, comes to the side headlock, takes this man down. Once again, a reverse of very, very quick moves on the part of both of these men. Ric Flair complaining about a hair pull. I didn't see it. I saw a quick...
Well, but he's going to be the heel and going to say that, you know.
Right over into the corner to holler at Steve Ricard. Steve Ricard is right on top of everything. I think right now both wrestlers are kind of feeling one another out, and the fans are already into this one, Dunbar. They are loving this one. This one is going to be a great wrestling match, and like I said, a treat for the fans worldwide. because it's not too often that you get to see a world championship match on television anywhere. Well, this match is for all the marbles because the NWA, the oldest and largest and most prestigious world championship in the world today, held by Nature Boy Ric Flair, of course, means thousands and thousands of dollars in contracts and obligations. And Kerry Von Erich would certainly like to have that income generated, of course, along with the prestige of being able to say that you are the world's heavyweight champion, undisputed.
Well, there's lots of wrestlers in the world today, and there's not too many can ever say that they held that gold belt. We've had some great champions. Ric Flair is a great champion. He is a good wrestler. He'll mix it up with you, or he'll wrestle with you all the way. And right now, Kerry Von Erich,
Come on, Kerry.
behind him, and watch Flair. Right to the ropes. He's not going to give Kerry a chance to get any advantage at all. Uh-oh, a little shoving match, and I think Flair was caught off guard.
Bam.
The arm of Kerry's knocked him right down, and Kerry says, come on, let's do it. Ricard, being the referee, is keep those fists open, gentlemen. This is a wrestling match, no fists.
You know, Ric Flair, a lot of people thought he wouldn't hold on to the belt. He originally won it back in 1983 from Dusty Rhodes in Kansas City, and everybody thought that it was just a flash in the pan, but he's proven them wrong by holding on to that championship now. He's had it, he's lost it, he's won it again. This is his third time as a champion.
Well, like I said, he knows his wrestling. Everyone can be beaten. No one can say they cannot be beaten. Any man can be beaten on any night. If he's off and the other guy is off. And that's exactly what Kerry is hoping tonight. Maybe Flair is going to be off just a little bit, and he's in the right place at the right time, and that arm goes in the air, and that 10 pounds of gold goes around his waist. His father would be very, very happy to see that, I'm quite sure. But Ric Flair is not going to let that happen if he can possibly keep this man off guard all night, and that's his strategy. Keep the other man off guard all the time.
Double wrist-lock test of strength now. Looks like Ric Flair is having his hands full. Kerry Von Erich in a precarious position, however. Able to take it on strength, gets down to an arm bar and has his man down onto the mat.
Would you look at the wrestling fans? There's 7,000 people at the Blaisdell Arena tonight in Honolulu. They bought tickets to see this match, and they're sitting on the edge of their seats. I'm telling you, the paradise of the Pacific, the number one wrestler in the world, and the number two, and 7,000 people enjoying it in beautiful Hawaii.
Kerry Von Erich putting a lot of pressure onto that left arm of Ric Flair. Pulls this man up.
That reminds me of Curt, when Curt would do that in Portland and AWA.
Pain and agony showing on the face of Ric Flair. Turns it around into a hammerlock. A knee into the back. Additional pressure on that hammerlock. And again, Kerry Von Erich just putting it to Ric Flair. Trying to wear his man down.
You see referee Steve Ricard is right there in case Ric Flair would like to give up. He's right on top of all the action. That is the sign of a good referee. He's right in there watching every move, watching in case the man wants to give up or an illegal move is made. But so far, this match, Dunbar, has been strictly wrestling. Great wrestling. Scientific, hold for hold and counter for counter. It's absolutely terrific.
Kerry Von Erich putting the pressure on that left arm. Ric Flair has been taking quite a beating here recently. But like the champion that he is, he's able to sense victory in certain areas, and there he took a quick way out by putting his man against the rope. Referee calls for the break. It's a clean break. You know, a lot of people don't like Flair's style because sometimes he is a little showy, and
I like Kerry. He's like that.
Wrestling. Just watch the man. Look at him in this match. You'll notice that he's not taking shortcuts. He's not using those illegal tactics. Look at that. Did you see that? That's what you call wrestling. Good chain wrestling.
That's what I was telling you before.
Counter move.
A hold, a counter, a hold, and another counter, and Flair is back in the hammerlock again. That is wrestling, the ultimate wrestling right there, Dunbar. You know both of these guys were great amateurs before they got into the pro ranks. That makes them
very painful holds. Oh, especially when a knee comes in with additional pressure.
The only difference is, again, Kerry's second generation and Flair wasn't.
Conowina High School, and tomorrow night on Sunday at 7 p.m.
We're here at ringside with you, and here's the test of strength with Ric Flair on the outside, looking like he's in command, Ripper.
That's right. He's got, watch out. Here comes those big arms of Kerry Von Erich. This one could go the other, whoa, and right into a big, vicious side headlock.
Oh, my, look at that Kerry Von Erich.
See that referee right down to count those shoulders. He was right there. Two count.
No. Oh, shoot.
Move by Ric Flair.
I was like, don't carry, can't carry.
It's really a great wrestling match. I'm enjoying this one, Dunbar. I love great wrestling, and you've got him in there right now. The referee right on the ball. I'm telling you, the referee has a very important job in there. Watch all the moves in case there's a snatch of the hair or something.
He placed on Ric Flair, and he needs to get out of it right now.
Well, the longer he's in that hole, the more trouble he's in. I'm going to tell you right now. Very seldom do you ever get to see the number 1 and number 2 wrestler in the world in the same ring, and we have got him right here. Kerry Von Erich.
Shoulder block coming off the rope. Oh, just that right down his man, went right back into that side headlock.
I think Flair thought he was going to jump over and he'd catch him when he come back, but that Kerry was thinking. Great young wrestler. He's way ahead of the other man.
In the turnbuckle now, Ric Flair has got his man at a disadvantage. Down on his knees is Kerry Von Erich. Rick brings him back up. Judo chop. Sends his man back into the turnbuckle. Referee Steve Ricard says, let his man get out. Get back to the center of the ring. Do some wrestling.
Right in the head.
A couple of short jabs now by Ric Flair.
Come on, Kerry.
Take the wind out of his head.
The referee is warning him. The referee must.
We might have to do like a part 1, part 2. You know, show some of it to this week, and then the rest of it next week.
I think Kerry says, wait a minute, brother. Enough is enough. He hit that floor.
Get him, Kerry.
Like a rubber ball.
Get him, Kerry.
Fisticuff. Fighting back and
Come on, Kerry.
another right jab. And a roundhouse right.
Yes, come on, Kerry.
At the end of the ring. And there we go with another one. Ric Flair is down on the mat.
We didn't even sell that one, really.
He handled his chase.
What the heck?
Comes back off the rope. Quick shoulder block. Sends Kerry down to the canvas. Ric Flair. Oh, military press in the center of the ring. Body slam on Ric Flair. Look at the strength of Kerry Von Erich.
Can you believe that? And Ric Flair says, hold it. Let's wait a minute now. I'm going out and get some air. He was slammed from about 6 foot 7 inches and 7 feet in the air. Right straight over Kerry Von Erich's head and down to
Flair trying to break the momentum.
This ain't football. You can't have a timeout, Flair.
Jump on his man the moment he gets back inside there. Ric Flair taking the 10 count. He's got a 10 count out there on the floor. 10 count of the ring apron. We got to remember that. There is a chance here that, okay, now he's back up to the ring apron. Enters the ring. Down to his knees. He's waiting. Really trying to break that momentum. Kerry wants to let him have it, though. But gingerly, he moves in. Quick boot into the midsection. Takes his man. Hurls him into the other turnbuckle. Nobody home. Kerry strikes that ring post with his shoulder.
quick move by Flair. He anticipated what he was going to do. He moved, and Von Erich hit full force that steel post in the corner. Von Erich is in trouble right now. Watch Ric Flair just slowly now, methodically move in. He's going to take advantage of this.
Dishing out the punishment is Ric Flair. Kerry Von Erich trying to regain his composure. Another short right to the forehead.
Watch this Flair in action now. He's got his man in trouble. He's not going to let up. He's going to stay right on in Dunbar. He's not going to give Kerry a chance now. That's the sign of a good champion, a good wrestler. Get your man in trouble and stay on him.
David Side says, come on, let's get this match into the center of the ring where it belongs.
He better watch out. He can get disqualified real easy. This Steve Ricard won't take anything from him.
Kerry Von Erich fighting back with a series of boots on a roundhouse right to Ric Flair. Ric Flair back into the turnbuckle. Kerry hurls him into the far turnbuckle. Comes back off, catches him with a right. Flair is down.
Yes, come on, Kerry. Come on. 1, 2. Oh, come on.
Almost a 3 count.
Come on, Rep. That was 3.
That was a close one, Dunbar. That's the how important it is for the referee to be there. When that man is down, the referee should be there with the count. 1, 2, and he's up
Oh,
again.
come on.
We could see a new champion tonight, Dunbar. This carry is on there. 1. Up, he's up again.
Ric Flair not powering out by any means, but just barely being able to break the count. There's a 1, there's a 2, and again.
Oh, come on.
We've seen 3 near falls here.
That's right. The shoulder just barely came up, but as long as it's up, the referee's there to watch. This Steve Ricard is a great referee. He's doing a good job.
So he lays him back over. Again, Ric Flair being able to bring up that left shoulder just in time.
Listen to the fans. There's
Let's
fans
go, Kerry.
here at Blaisdell Arena, and they're screaming, "Come on, Kerry."
Come on, Kerry. That's right.
We're enjoying this one as much as you and I, Dunbar.
Okay, we've got a double chin lock here between the two combatants. Kerry Von Erich. Oh, did you see that?
Aloha.
Reflex?
Whoa.
Over it with a count of 2 on Ric Flair.
Oh. Come on, Kerry.
Great match. I'm really enjoying this one, Dunbar. I'm telling you, I tell you, you just see these kind of matches and you wish you could just, the smell of the popcorn and the people next to you with the coach, it just makes you wish you're sitting right ringside saying, wow, I was there. I saw that World Championship match. I saw that wrestling in person.
I tell you, if wrestling ever comes to your area of the country, by all means, go out and see it in person. You think it's exciting watching it on television, you ought to see it up close.
So you talk about this.
We're as up close as we can be, right?
Let's go now into Montana.
Come on, Kerry.
All the fans in Montana, hello to you. Aloha to Wyoming, Tennessee, New Zealand, Australia, Thailand, Singapore, worldwide. Polynesian Pacific Championship Wrestling from the Paradise of Pacific, Hawaii.
Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Come on, Kerry.
Kerry Von Erich not letting go for a second. He was pressed into the turnbuckle, but he managed to retain control with that hold. And here's Ric Flair down on the mat at the hands of Kerry Von Erich. This match has been touch and go for both combatants. Nobody a clear-cut victory as yet. There's another 1 count by referee Steve Ricard on Ric Flair. Another 1 count. Boy, I'll tell you, we've had a lot of near falls right here. It's been an exciting match so far. Kerry Von Erich going once more.
Come on, Kerry.
1.5 count.
Oh, man. Come on, Kerry.
Could change hands any moment now. Talk about excitement, huh, Ripper?
I'm telling you, it's great. These are 2 of the greatest wrestlers in the world. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
NWA Championship match continues between champion Ric Flair and challenger Kerry Von Erich. We're now 25 minutes into this match, and it's been tooth and nail, back and forth, touch and go, whatever you want to call it, Ripper.
It's been a great match. The people are really enjoying it. 7,000 fans at the Neo Blaisdell Arena. The referee right on top of both of these guys. These guys are really giving it their all, but they really haven't cut loose yet. There's only been 1 mistake in this match so far.
Oh, that was earlier when Kerry Von Erich shoved his shoulder into the turnbuckle. Ric Flair coming up. Oh, look at that!
Oh.
He missed the drop kick.
Come on, Kerry.
Able to grasp onto that top ring rope and keep himself from going head first into those feet of Kerry Von Erich, and that vicious drop kick. Talk about a champion. He knew, he anticipated that. He was ready and on top of it, and now he's gained the advantage. Kerry Von Erich lying prostrate in the center of the ring, holding his midsection. Very, very painful.
You watch Flair now. You watch Flair.
Oh, a boot to the breadbasket.
He's going to stay on him now. Von Erich's
Yeah,
going
Flair
to be in a little bit of
cheats.
trouble because
As all heels do, but Kerry's really making him look good here. Really selling for him.
Those are legal kicks.
That's right. Look at this now. What's Kerry going to do? Oh, look at that knee into the midsection. He's trying to cut off the air supply. He's going after the body. He'll probably go after the neck. He's just working on his man. It's incredible.
Well,
look at this Flair.
You got a gas with no car, it don't run, and if a man has no air, he doesn't move too fast, and that's exactly what the champion's after.
Again, look at that. Oh, he's choking his man on the canvas now. Got his hands around his throat, trying to cut off the air supply that way.
The referee right on top of it. The referee right there to break that hold, and he started counting. He's warning now Ric Flair. And while he's doing that, Dunbar, a little bit later on, I want you coming up soon to remember, we'll be going to Kauai back to Hickam Air Force Base, the Pearl City High School for the football team. And later on this season, a hot night at Aloha Stadium.
That's going to be something to see.
The biggest wrestling event
In the world today.
ever. The biggest wrestling event ever, Dunbar.
Do you remember when Elvis Presley in 1973 had a satellite live from Hawaii? This is going to be bigger than Elvis Presley.
It's going to be the biggest thing for wrestling ever. That's all I can say right now. Ever.
Kerry Von Erich walking around the ring after being thrown out. Now, of course, Ric Flair, if he had thrown him over the top ropes, it would have been all over. He would have been disqualified. Kerry Von Erich up to the ring apron. Ric Flair immediately there. Ooh! Grabs a hold of his head.
Guillotined him right across that top rope, and now he's putting the boots to him, trying to keep him outside that ring. A choke hold. The referee's right there. A 5 count to break it. Kerry's in trouble right now. Flair's a little confident now. He's going to dance around and argue a little bit, but he better watch himself.
Ooh, did you see that? Firing back is Kerry Von Erich down to both knees. For the front chancery is Ric Flair. Applying the pressure. Is he going to turn his man over, try to go for a pinfall? Looks like it may happen. Referee Steve Ricard there, ready to check to make sure everything is okay. No
Come on, Kerry.
There's a count of 1, 2,
Come on,
3,
Kerry.
Almost saw a pin right there, Dunbar.
Again, there's a 2 count. Very slowly, Kerry Von Erich moving his shoulders up off the mat. You can see it again.
Camera work is absolutely great.
Again, look at that. Ric Flair trying to exert all the pressure possible, but Kerry Von Erich, through strength of will and physical prowess, bringing his shoulders up.
See that?
Just barely in time.
Cameraman is right there. Everyone can see that shoulder was up. There couldn't have been a 3 count there. It was about 2.5, and that's excellent, cameraman.
Into the turnbuckle now. This is judo chop by the champ. Hurls Kerry again over that second ring rope out of the ring. Now, while that may not be ethical, that is legal. You can throw a man out over the second ring rope, not over the top.
Well, when you start doing that, it means one thing, Dunbar.
Yeah.
Maybe you're running out of gas and you need an extra chance to catch a little wind yourself. So maybe Mr. Flair is thinking ahead. I need that extra gas because this Von Erich has been on it. Watch, he's going to strut a little bit now.
Yeah, there it is. There's that old nature boy strut going around the ring. Doesn't have quite the pizzazz that he normally does. I think he's still worried because even though Kerry is outside of the ring and fatigued, he's still a formidable opponent. And look at that. An exchange now on the ring apron between these two gladiators. What's going to happen here? Ric Flair turns his man around, holds him over the top ring rope, giving him a quick elbow into the chest. Picks his man up, judo chop, sends his man down onto the ring apron. Kerry feet wanting to get in. Referee Steve Ricard between the two combatants. And there's the shoulder. Jumps over his man. Sunset flip. Is he going to take his man over? Yes, he does. It's a count of 1, 2, 2.5. That was all it was. We nearly saw the bell change hands here. Now it's a left, right, another right. Flair in with the shoulder block. Coming up the ropes again. Oh, look, the iron claw to the stomach of Ric Flair. This is it.
Come on, Kerry.
For Ric Flair on the championship.
Look at
Get him,
the
Kerry.
agony on Flair's face. He's in trouble, Dunbar. This could be it. This could be the moment.
That powerful iron claw cinched up. Got it right in the midsection. Ric Flair down on his back on the canvas. Kerry Von Erich using those steel fingers.
Holy moly, these guys are really into it. I mean, he's really yelling.
Ric Flair right to the eyes.
Oh, man. Come on, Kerry.
That may have saved his championship, that one move right there, Dunbar. He's a good champion, Dunbar, but he did do it. He did rake the man in the face to get away from that claw because that could have been it. That could have spelled victory for Von Erich.
WA championship between Nature Boy Ric Flair, the champion, and the challenger Kerry Von Erich. We saw the iron claw just a second ago. And here's Kerry Von Erich on the attack.
Oh, watch out. Sleeper hold. That's Flair's #1 killer. That'll get you every time. He's a master at it, Dunbar.
Kerry Von Erich, you better watch out because this could be it. This could be the end of the match right here.
A lot of money at stake and a lot of prestige, and this sleeper hold could put Von Erich right down on
Come on, Kerry.
That's right. One of the patented moves by Nature Boy Ric Flair. Between this and the figure four leg lock, he dispatches a lot of his opponents. And it looks like Kerry is down to his knees, suffering fatigue, and that carotid artery is being compressed. No blood to the brain. Puts the lights out, the eyes closed, and that's going to be it. Something better happen here real fast.
Referee Steve Ricard checking. When that arm falls on its own, it's all over Dunbar. Uh-oh.
He's still got it. Kerry Von Erich.
Come on, Kerry.
Physical condition, I'm telling you, they got to have it to be the top contender in the world today.
Oh, makes it over to the rope. Gets Ric Flair struck in the jaw by that top turnbuckle. And Kerry Von Erich now trying to regain that blood flow to the brain. Trying to sweep the cobwebs out from his mind. Oh, that judo chop didn't help matters any at all. The champion on the offensive now. Both of these men in top physical shape. They have to be. Consider the schedule that goes around. Ric Flair having to go around the world several times every year, defending his belt in a myriad of cities. And of course, the challengers having to go right after him. Oh, there's a sleeper hold by Kerry Von Erich. He reversed it. What a move, Dunbar.
Come on, Kerry. Come on, Kerry.
What's going to happen?
You got the
here?
sleeper on him. Come on.
Reverse. Ric Flair is down on his knees on the canvas, suffering the same fate that he tried to place on Kerry Von Erich just momentarily. And now the roles are reversed. Trying to reach for those ring ropes. Trying to force the break from the referee.
You know, Dunbar, I bet you Leah Ivy is watching this match. We've got several wrestlers right here. She'd like to have a world championship match. Lars Anderson, Sipa Alfie, Manawai, Bad News Allen, any of the wrestlers that wrestle in this area could be the top challenger for that belt. And if Kerry wins it, he's in for a lot of challenges from here. And if Ric Flair keeps it, he's going to have a lot of challenges knocking on his door, too.
They're down to the mat now. Oh, Ric Flair places a foot over the bottom ring rope. That's going to cause the break. No. Steve Ricard moving the foot off the bottom ring rope.
That's unusual.
That's very unusual.
This is a championship match. There's a lot at stake here. I think Steve Ricard's
I think they're almost out of gas here.
That's true. Into the center of the ring now. Kerry Von Erich.
Oh!
Oh! Ric Flair lifted his knees, caught him squarely in the midsection.
He went for a big splash.
Yeah, he got him all right.
Cover there, and Flair with the instinct. Bring the knees up. He's flat on his back, but Von Erich is in trouble too. Both men now are showing a little wear and tear. There's about 35 minutes of this match on, Dunbar.
Kerry Von Erich getting first to his feet. Trying to bring Ric Flair up. Ric Flair with a right knee into the midsection. Catches this man with a judo chop. Brings him against the rope. Looks like he's setting his man up for a suplex now. Pulls his man up. Reversal and back into a sleeper hold. Kerry Von Erich on the offensive.
What a move by Von Erich. He went right from what could have been a very bad suplex into a standing sleeper hold. Fantastic move.
Ric Flair being able to counter, turns it around, brings it back. Suplex onto the shoulders. Both men just totally fatigued, virtually knocked out. Referee Steve Ricard counting. He's up to 4. What's going to happen here? These men have got to get to their feet or it's going to be a double count out.
One must be on his feet by the count of 10 or that's it, Dunbar.
They've got to get back into action and wrestle. All right, there.
Come on. Come on, Kerry.
Breaks the count. Another judo chop and a retaliatory blow.
Come on, Kerry.
Oh, trying to pull his man out of the turnbuckle. Finally makes it. Ooh, Ric Flair.
Come on.
Blow to the back of the top.
Come on, Kerry.
It destroyed the top turnbuckle.
Upside down. I'm telling you, these guys have got to be in the top shape. You think they've got nothing left, and here they are. Tooth and nail again.
I don't know where they're pulling all this stamina and intestinal fortitude, but I tell you, this is something to be seen. It's been 40 minutes now. These guys have been just hammering at each other. Look at this. Another reversal. Sends Flair again. Over the top.
It was intentional. That won't be a disqualification.
No,
he
won't.
went to go upside down that turnbuckle and over the top. The referee's giving him the 10 count. Von Erich has got his win. Listen to the fans. They're counting with the referee now. You think they're not into this? 7,000 people screaming with the referee, Dunbar.
They're on their feet, and into the ring comes Nature Boy Ric Flair on his knees, but still the champion at this point. And here we go. Set up for the Iron Claw. Oh!
No.
Able to counter it. Just grabbing it just inches away. Ric Flair doesn't want to let that go any further at all. He's seen what's happened. The people get the Iron Claw. Knee into the midsection. Another judo chop. A staggering combination of moves by Ric Flair. Ric Flair going back into the ring ropes. Comes off, misses the knee. Kerry Von Erich pulls it out. Goes into a step over toe hold. A figure 4 leg lock. He's used it.
Here's Ric Flair's own hold on, Von.
This is it. Ric Flair has got a figure 4 leg
Oh my gosh, come on, Kerry.
First time I've ever seen. This is incredible.
Come on, Kerry.
Von Erich putting on the pressure on the champion. The champion's patented move has been reversed and is being used on him. What's going to happen here?
Wow.
I don't know, Dunbar. He's in trouble.
Come on, Kerry.
He's got to get to those ropes. He's got to get this hold broken. And Von Erich has got it cinched up just like he does it, and nobody knows it any better than Ric Flair.
How could he stand the pain, the pressure? This hold has been known to dislocate knees, to be able to break legs.
I'm going to tell you right now, Von Erich did his homework. He watched those films of Flair time and time again, and he's taken advantage of a very bad mistake that Ric Flair has made.
Ric Flair headed towards the rope. He's got his hands around the rope. Referee Steve Ricard saying he's firmly planted.
Oh, darn.
He's got to break the hold. Kerry Von Erich is forced.
Come on, Kerry.
Figure 4 leg lock. Ric Flair pulled him out just barely, bringing him back into the center of the ring. Is he going to go for it again? Yes, there he is. He twists step over. Figure 4 again in the center of the ring. Going for the gold.
Come on, Kerry.
Here we go. Another right to the eyes. Desperation move.
He had to do it.
Wow.
He could see that 10 pounds of gold and all that money leaving right here before 7,000.
Come on,
people in
Kerry.
Honolulu. Kerry Von Erich was counting the money. He knew that is Flair's hold. He had his own hold. Watch him now. Watch what he's going to do. He knows he's got Flair in trouble, and he's not going to let up.
Oh, look at that. What kind of a hold is that,
He's got
Ripper?
the claw.
On the leg itself?
No, right
Oh,
on the kneecap.
Oh, my goodness. Talk about pain.
Yes, come on, Kerry.
On a kneecap.
Get
I've
him.
never seen this used before.
Get him.
Von
Rock.
Erich is an expert at it, and Flair is in deep trouble, Dunbar. I mean, he's in
Yeah,
deep
come on,
trouble.
Kerry.
Flair going outside of the ring. On the ring apron. What's he going to do?
Get him. Get him.
Put more pressure. He's going for that steel ring post. He's got Ric Flair set up. What's going to happen here?
Oh.
He goes right into that steel ring post.
C'est la vie.
Big victory. He's going to do it again.
He better heed the referee's warning. He
Better
can
get
get
back
disqualified.
Better get back in. Up on the ring
Come on,
apron.
Kerry.
Count of 10 on the ring apron. Ric Flair all but out of it at this point in time. Can barely move. That right leg in infinite pain comes down with a knee right into the side of that right leg again. There must be nothing left. I don't see how Flair can bear the pain. He won't be able to stand up. He won't be able to move, Ripper.
We're going to see a new champion here. I've got a funny feeling that this Von Erich has got Flair exactly where he wants him. And if Flair doesn't make a move soon, Dunbar, the gold will switch.
Well, Von Erich has learned it from his big wrestling family. His father, Fritz Von Erich, Uncle Waldo Von Erich, of course, his brothers Kevin and Mike, and of course, the late David. Well, I tell you, talk about a wrestling family. That's what's made Kerry the challenger, the man he is today. That's
Come on,
why they
Kerry.
call him the modern-day warrior.
Well, he went for a big elbow there, and Flair moved out of the way. But I'm going to tell you, Flair is in agony and pain. Watch, he can hardly walk, but he's the champion, and he's coming after it. He's still fighting. Ooh,
Still working on that
Right on that knee.
Von Erich.
Come on, Kerry.
Quick right jab into the thigh. And a big kick.
Come on, Kerry.
Both men practically exhausted, but trying trying their hardest to gain the upper hand, the advantage.
I'll tell you right now,
Oh,
a mistake by...
They're starting to make the mistakes now.
That's right, he should have gone for the leg, and he went for a knee drop.
I think he probably dislocated his knee at that point in time, making his way outside of the ring, really favoring that right knee. He really hurt it that time. You can tell. He's making it back in, but he's holding that knee. He's really hurt, really in trouble. He can barely stand up on that knee. Ric Flair, big judo chop, but the leg is what's hurting him now. I think he dislocated his knee completely. He won't be able to continue.
I think
this match may very, very well be
Uh-oh.
over.
Come on, Kerry.
Another judo chop outside of the ring, grabbing his man, heading him right into that ring.
Ouch.
Flair is going all out now. He knows when Von Erich puts that figure four on him, he knows that he's got to dispose of him and do it quick, or his belt is gone. I can tell you now, Rick is going to be on Kerry now. He's not going to give him a chance to breathe.
Not going to let him. Not for 1 minute.
Wow.
He's going to stay right on him, Dunbar. He's not going to give him 1 ounce of extra air to breathe. Watch Flair go to work now. He's got his man in trouble, and he knows it. Watch this move. Here we go.
Throws him into the ropes. Kerry Von Erich comes
Come on, Kerry.
coming out now.
Oh.
Counters. A right to the jaw. Kerry Von Erich.
Come on, Kerry.
Flair steps back just in time. Kerry now on the canvas at a decided disadvantage. Ric Flair is going to pick his man up now. Let's see what he's... Uh-oh, looks like he's going for a pile driver. Is it indeed? Oh, it was. That's going to be it. There it is, a count of 1, 2, and... Oh, 2.5.
He came out of that one.
There he
Oh,
goes.
come on, Kerry.
Extra gas. Match from the Neo Blaisdell Arena in Honolulu, Hawaii, the wrestling paradise of the world. Uh-oh, Flair's got his foot on the rope now, a little extra leverage.
He's
Didn't
cheating.
see that.
What? I didn't say anything. Shut up. You shut up. Oh, come on.
Only Ric Flair was
2 counts.
watching. He was concerned
Come on,
about
Kerry.
his reaction. That could have been a fatal mistake for him. Right knee into the midsection of Kerry Von Erich. Grabs the side headlock. Kerry throws him into the ropes. He comes off. Shoulder block. Ric Flair once again following across. Roll up. Small
1, 2.
1, 2.
Oh.
That's about it.
I'm telling you, these two guys have been going hot and heavy. They both are after that money, the 10 pounds of gold, and the prestige. Leah Maivia, the First Lady of Wrestling, should definitely get a tip of the hat for this one because very few promoters can ever arrange for a world championship match on television.
First Lady of Wrestling, Mrs. Leah Maivia, got ahead of her again. Kerry Von Erich being sent outside the ring over the second ring rope by Ric Flair. Ric Flair wasting no time and sitting down there and relaxing, trying to regain his composure, catch his breath, get a few moments to get everything together again. Kerry Von Erich out there on the floor has a 10 count to once again get to the ring apron and get back inside of the ring. Very gingerly now, making his way to his feet. Flair on the inside of the ring, comes over, breaks the count. Referee Steve Ricard.
See if we can just kind of...
Both participants, the referee has been right on his toes. Steve Ricard has done a great job for the National Wrestling Alliance to come here for this special match. Both men down.
Come on,
now,
Kerry.
including the 10 count. One or the other must be up by the count of 10. Great matches, both out of gas, but they're great participants. This is a great wrestling match.
Well, it's been well over 45 minutes of just solid wrestling, move, counter move. Look at this now. Ric Flair going up on the top turnbuckle. Kerry Von Erich there. Quick slug into the midsection.
Come on, Kerry.
Grabs his men by the chin and
Yes.
throws him off in a great big body slam.
See, now we're starting to get into like the greatest hits
And
here.
Ric Flair is hurting Kerry Von Erich kind of slow now, but it senses a chance for victory. Good drop kick. Standing drop kick sends Ric Flair out of the ring.
Through the ropes and onto the floor. At the Blaisdell Arena, 7,000 people. There's a few of them, Dunbar. They're really enjoying this wrestling. And I want all the fans to remember, 7 p.m. or further, or he goes
further.
up with that claw, and we will probably see a new champion.
Oh, he got the claw on him.
Uh-oh, Ric Flair trying to go for the ropes.
Oh, come on, Kerry.
Iron claw situation. He's heading towards the ropes with every ounce of strength and drive and determination. He's going for the ring ropes. He's got to. Kerry Von Erich cinched up with that iron claw. That claw which can put a man out. And Ric Flair trying, like a true champion he is, trying to make it back, make it to his feet. Takes his man over into the turnbuckle. Kerry Von Erich refusing to release that claw.
Come on, Gary.
Look at this Ripper fighting back.
And he's not going to give up. Flair is fighting for his life right now, and that 10 pounds ago.
Don't you pass out, Gary.
He's got it clamped down.
1, 2, 2.5. That was all it was. My goodness. 3, 2. We're running out of time. Ripper, there's the count of 1, 2.
Oh.
The bell, Ripper.
Oh, man.
The time has run out, and that.
Yeah, time ran out. Oh, come on. This is wow. I don't know why I kind of wanted to see all of that. So we did cut a little bit out of it, but we're coming down to the nitty gritty here. So I need to go get ready and get everything ready for Curt's match. So I will catch you guys on the flip side. I hope you enjoyed that match. It was a little long, but Kerry had that something, you know, every second generation does, I think. Maybe not as good as Curt, but it was something. It was there, right? So I'll catch you guys on the flip side. 5-minute break. Okay, guys, and we're back. Here we go. We're going to start out. This is June. I have been neglecting to tell everyone who's listening to the audio. I apologize, YouTube. YouTube listeners. We are on, let me go over here. So we're on Primetime Wrestling Season 5, Episode 23. We're on June 5th, 1989. And we're 12 minutes in. Curt will be coming up shortly. They're going to talk to Gorilla. They're at the premiere of this No Holds Barred movie with Hogan. So just kind of ignore that. And then here we go. We're just going to hit play.
Hi, ladies. How you doing? How are you? Hey, enjoying the movie? Hey, how you doing?
Hi, good.
Hey, go do something. We're conducting a program here. You don't want to miss any, so. Yeah, hurry. Oh, how old would you say they are? 13? I wonder if they want to be 14. Should keep on moving. They got a program to conduct, and a bunch of little kids want to stuff their
Why,
faces.
are you upset
Little
because
kids?
they ignored you? Give me a break,
They didn't ignore me. One winked at me.
There's a guy that doesn't ignore anybody, and a guy
They
that
look
doesn't make any
like
excuses.
15,
Let's take a look at
16.
Mr. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
This
Mr.
contest is
Perfect.
scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 249 pounds, here is Mr. Perfect.
Woo-hoo! Yay,
And his
Curt!
opponent, from Oceanside, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, here is Lance Allan.
Lance Allan against Mr. Perfect, and I tell you what, Lord Alfred, a lot of thumbs down here in lacrosse for Mr. Perfect to start things
Come
up.
on, Curt.
Yes, it really didn't surprise me because people haven't really taken to him as a personality, but he certainly impressed everybody as a wrestler. So there are two different facets to his character.
He's a heel.
Great
He's
go
supposed to be a
behind
heel.
on Lance Allan. And
Oh,
gives Lance
ding.
an uppercut shot. Notice how quickly he applied that.
Yes, I think that was an act of humiliating
Come on, Curt.
Allan more than necessarily trying to knock him out or something. But
Yeah,
Allan is a
ref.
very formidable wrestler, but almost already he doesn't look so formidable against Mr. Perfect.
And Mr. Perfect continues.
Oh,
to
no.
Wow, you could hear that
No
all
thanks.
around the building.
Snapmare takes him over, pulls the chin. Certainly a confident man in the ring, Mr. Perfect. No doubt about that. And let's hear what he has to say. Let's hear right now from Mr. Perfect.
Sit back and dream for a second. What it would be like to be Mr. Perfect. Everything you do, absolutely perfect. Well, the dream's over for you because you're all average people. There's only one Mr. Perfect, and you're looking at it.
I'm not going to say what I was thinking.
Both of us.
I suppose it does.
It is not for little
In my
ears.
case, I won't make any objection to that.
And besides, YouTube would hate it.
But he certainly thinks he is. And in the ring, he certainly has a valid point. The man is a top-flight wrestler, and he continues still to punish away.
He does indeed. Lance Allan now being made to look very, very mediocre indeed, although he has managed to muster some sort of offense, but it doesn't look terribly efficient to me.
Well, one thing you could say about Mr.
Oh.
Perfect,
Oh.
he really continues
Come
to
on,
get back
Curt.
on his feet. Every time something is executed against him, he goes to the corner with
Yes.
the feet, waiting on Lance Allan.
Come on,
Nicely
Mr.
done.
That
Perfect.
was nicely done, and I'm inclined to think that those few moves
Now that's
that Lance
perfect.
Allan
That's right.
did execute against Mr. Perfect were only allowed by Mr. Perfect. He likes to test the firepower and lure his opponents into
Here we
the
go. Perfect flex. 1, 2, 3. Woo.
With the perfect flex.
Perfect
Your winner
flex.
is
Here
Mr.
is your
Perfect.
winner.
That was a quick one, guys, because again, it was a jobber and it was, it's just a prime time wrestling kind of thing. But it was a good one. Allan put him over pretty well. And of course, Curt doing his thing, which he always is perfect. I mean, that's why he's Mr. Perfect, right? I want to extend my warmest wishes to all of you lovers out there. It is the 13th, not the 14th, but tomorrow will be Valentine's Day. I'm just really going to just spend time with my guy. As he says, I'm a cheap date, I don't really like to go out. I would rather spend the night in his arms. That's just me. But for any of you lovers out there, I wish you a very happy and safe Valentine's Day. If you have nothing but fur babies, make sure that you hug them. And like I said, make sure you do tell Jim Cornette on X give your condolences for his pup that he can no longer hold in his arms. And I hope you'll be back with us next week. Next week, we will be doing another match with Curt. I'm not sure who he faces, but we will be back with another match. And also, we're going to watch, I think it was the Macho Man there, or we'll watch more matches, from the history of the pro wrestling around the world. And I hope you guys will join me there and join me then. And thank you all so much for the warm wishes out there. The get well wishes. Thank you so much for doing that. I am much better now. I'm going to actually edit one of my other episodes. And then I did actually upload 72. So if you, this will be way in the future, but if you haven't seen it yet, please stop this and go to the next. Go to this episode 72 and check it out, and then don't forget to come back here. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Nobody Beats Curt Hennig. Nobody. And again, we will be back next week with another episode. And remember, everyone, nobody beats Curt Hennig. Nobody.
Okay, guys, this is where we're going to do some shameless plugs here. So the first shameless plug, if you could please go over to my other show, which is Black Magic Talk. I will put the links in all the description fields. If you could just kind of browse it, if you are not only a wrestling fan, but you like Wicca or paganism, and you'd like to learn more about it. We just did some recent episodes. So if you'd like to hop over there, just click the link in the description field. If you would like to give to the Black Magic Talk Patreon, that link will be in the description field. And again, if you would like to have a tarot reading on the show, you can DM me on X. My link for that X will be in the description field. If you would like to do one off the show, you can also just DM me and I will give you my rate. My co-host is Matt Collins. He can also give you a tarot reading on the show or off the show. If it's on the show, all you would have to do is become a Patreon supporter for $5 a month. You get all kinds of perks. And again, we can let you know when you can come on the show. And if you'd like to do it off the show, Matt can definitely give you his rating for doing tarot. The next shameless plug I would like to do is, of course, Pro Wrestling Talk will always be on Saturday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It is scheduled to change, but Angel and I will let you know on the Wrestling X. So if you would like to DM us at any time, me and Angel, my link will be in the description field for my Wrestling X, and that is for Pro Wrestling Talk, and also for this podcast, Curt Hennig Was the Best, Changed My Mind. If you would like to give to the Patreon, I have for Curt Hennig Was the Best, Changed My Mind. Again, you can go and look in the description field. It should be there. I have $1, $3, $5, and $10. The other show is just $1, $5, and $10. Or no, I'm sorry, it's $3, $5, and $10. I think. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check. But if you could give, thank you in advance. If you'd like to ask any questions for pro wrestling or Black Magic Talk, you are free to direct message me on X, or Angel, my host for Pro Wrestling Talk. Again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday, unless it is scheduled to change, but we will definitely let you know beforehand. So, of course, this show, I'm going to do a shameless plug for this show. Again, $1, $3, $5, and $10 you can contribute on Patreon. If you would like to give on Cashapp, I will take donations on Cashapp, but direct message me on X if you would like to do that, and I will give you my handle. So if you have any questions like about the show or any technical questions, you can always direct message me on my X, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. The next shameless plug I would like to do is for Hardlands Media, Kit Cabello, someone I call a good friend of mine. Please check him out. He is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central, and that would be 10 p.m. Eastern. So 9 a.m. Central, he is Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, depending on when you can catch him in a good mood for a Saturday brunch. If he does do Saturday brunch, I usually am sleeping or at work, so... but check him out. He's really good on politics, and I have the pleasure of calling him friend. Some more shameless plugs. If you could also subscribe to Angel in the Afternoon. He does a great job on politics as well. And that's Angel in the Afternoon, and he's usually on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. That is also scheduled to change. If you have any questions about it, he'll usually let you know. And he will definitely, you can direct message him if you need to get a hold of him. The last one is Deconstructing. His name is Dave. I really recommend him too. He has a little podcast on YouTube. All you'd have to look up is Deconstructing Topics, and he does some really good stuff. I really recommend you guys check him out. Subscribe to everybody I just said here, and check them out. And remember, everyone, nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody. Hey, Curt Hennig fans, just want to let you know that the ending outro song is AI generated. Again, it is AI generated. Thank you all for listening. And remember, everyone, no one beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody.
He walked into the ring, a legend set to soar. In the flashing lights you could hear the crowd roar. With a twinkle in his eye, the swagger in his stride, Curt Hennig, he was more than a star in their eyes. From the farms of Minnesota to the wrestling hall, he stood undefeated through it all. A father, a friend, a hero we'd see, perfect in the memories for you and me. He was Mr. Perfect, never missing a beat. With every match, he rise to his feet. Though he's gone now, a hero we see, perfect in the memories for you and me. In the quiet of the evening, stars shining bright, you'd hear tales of his glory, longing to the night. With a grip like a vice, and a smile that gleamed, he lived every moment like out of a dream. His days in the sun, and the nights in the cold, stories of Curt never grow old. Remember the laughter, battles hard fought, perfectly missed, but never forgot. He was Mr. Perfect, never missing a beat. With every match, he rose to his feet. Though he's gone now, a hero we see, perfect in memories for you and me. He was Mr. Perfect, never missing a beat. With every match, he rose to his feet. Though he's gone now,